No.
Oh.
We have to come up with a bit.
Oh.
We just have to start talking. Maybe this is the opening. Have we started the opening? No, I don't think so.
I don't know.
No.
This is a bit messy.
It's too meta. It's a hat on a hat.
It's a hat on a hat.
We're talking like it's the opening, though.
Yeah, we really are.
I fear we're in the opening.
I fear we might be in the opening bit of this podcast episode.
If you can't come up with something quick, we're in the intro, and then I'm just going to start talking about the movies.
Well, I was going to say thank you for bringing me on the podcast. You know, white women don't have a lot of spaces where we can share our opinions.
Not on white men podcasts, that's for certain.
Well, yeah, I guess not.
As a podcast of two white men, we have a really good streak of mostly just white guys.
Yeah.
So, you know, this really is breaking down borders and breaking down walls.
That glass ceiling.
We crushed it, baby. Just like our two heroines, our two main characters in the movies that we're talking about today. This is a conversation that Meghan has been wanting to have with the internet writ large for a very long time. And so the opportunity came up right now for us to actually finally have this conversation. Spencer took the week off, so Meghan took the week on, shouldered the burden of talking to her husband for an hour.
Ugh.
And so so we are here talking about what movies are we talking about, Meghan?
Today we are talking about The Devil Wears Prada 2006 and Burlesque,
as opposed to the 1939 Devil Wears Prada.
Exactly. As opposed to the new one, opposed to the Devil Wears Prada 2, which I have to say. Do
we want to have a short convo about Devil Wears Prada 2 before we get into Devil Wears Prada?
Okay, you're going to have to time me because I could genuinely have like an hour-long conversation about how I'm not fucking with.
You know what? Let's make that like the C segment. Let's skip Devil Wears Prada 2 for now. Was there something relevant to Devil Wears Prada 1? In relation to Devil Wears Prada 2.
No, I just don't like the name.
Yeah.
That was it. That's the only thing.
Is it just Devil Wears Prada 2? What is there?
There's no tagline. There's no like Devil Wears Prada 2. Tokyo Drift. Like nothing.
The Devil Wears Gucci.
This is a Gucci household.
This is a Gucci household, fella. So yeah, Meghan. I had seen The Devil Wears Prada before we were together, so I was aware of it. I had not seen Burlesque. That felt like one of those we are together, you will love the things I love, or at the very least, I will show you the things I love. And Burlesque was one of those. Talk to me about your history with The Devil Wears Prada and Burlesque.
So... just like as a preface, these two movies are two of my favorite movies, even to this day.
Yeah.
Burlesque maybe less so, but Burlesque came out in 2010 when I was a freshman in high school, which is just aging me very badly.
What do you mean? I am many years older than you. I'm much older than you.
You're timeless.
I'm a much older man.
You're timeless to me. It a very formative time for me. And The Devil Wears Prada, I remember the first time I rented it, it was through Netflix's DVD rental system. I got it in the mail.
Wow. That is a very I feel like that dates you more than you being in high school in
2010, even though that's a very specific, like you're a very specific age. Yeah. And I the kind of thing about The Devil Wears Prada is the reason I rented it was because I was so into Project Runway.
Yeah.
The reality show where they do fashion design, and then Heidi Klum is on it, and Michael Kors was on it, and there were other people.
Designers.
Tim Gunn. Designers make it work.
Make it work. That's my really bad. Tim Duncan. What's his name?
It's.
Big fundamental himself. What's his name?
I can't tell you now because now you said Tim Duncan and I can't.
What's his action for real though? What's his name? Tim Gunn.
Tim Gunn. It's
Tim Gunn. Okay, yeah. Tim Duncan. So it's Tim Duncan.
And I said it 4 seconds before you said Tim Duncan.
Well, I was saying to
you have no idea how good Tim Duncan was.
You have no idea how good Tim Duncan was. No, but for real, big fundamental. He was the real deal. He is the person who's actively left out of the GOAT debate in a way that I think is unfair.
Tim Duncan?
Tim Duncan's better than Kobe. I'll stand on that.
This is a basketball podcast now.
Fuck the girly stuff. We're talking about basketball. Yeah. No, but have you seen LeBron? No, okay, no, we're not doing this.
But they were, I watched The Devil Wears Prada after, like when I rented it on Netflix, you could just keep it for as long as you wanted. You didn't have to send it back at any time. I probably kept it for like 2 months and watched it almost every day because that's how much I loved it.
Outside of like Hercules or something you would have watched as a child a billion times, is The Devil Wears Prada the thing you've seen the most in your life?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like bar none. Like
yeah.
If we're talking about movies specifically,
yeah, for sure.
Yes. Like, well, because I would argue there's probably like maybe episodes of Bob's Burgers I've seen more. Just like
yeah, no, we're talking movies. Yeah.
But full movies beginning to end, front to back. I mean, I've probably watched it the other day. I said, upwards of, no less than 30 times. I was under.
That was a
shooting.
Conservative figure.
Yeah, I think it's probably closer to 50.
Yeah,
or more, honestly, because I know it so well. It's ingrained in my head. And like, I watched High School Musical a lot when it came out.
In high school?
No, I was in elementary school when it came out. It was elementary school. It was High School Musical, the musical junior for the stage.
Live one act on stage.
What's the actual name?
Live one act on stage.
Oh God, I hate it. It's so
High School
bad.
Musical live one act on stage is
That's
the full. Is
so
the full
bad.
Shout out.
That's so terrible. And then Burlesque, I went and saw it in the theater. The theater.
The theater?
Theater. I hardly know her. With my friends, and it was so seminal for me. It was like I loved Christina Aguilera. I was obsessed with Christina Aguilera.
Yeah.
And that movie made me gay.
That's the one.
That's it.
Did you have a bi awakening because of Burlesque?
No, that was The Mummy. But
and if anybody tells you different, they lying.
They lying.
Yeah,
but and I think that those movies are very different, but they are also the same movie twice.
Yeah, I think one might wonder, why are we talking about The Devil Wears Prada, which in many ways is like in a funny way, like kind of a cult classic for, I mean, like,
yeah,
it's like, it's a cult classic. I think at this point, for a specific group of people, it is a cult classic. Why would we also talk about Burlesque, Megan?
Identity theft.
Wig snatched.
It's a real problem, guys, because Burlesque rips The Devil Wears Prada. She gets her purse and she takes everything out of it.
Literally.
The whole thing. Like, copies her bar for bar.
Yeah.
It's egregious. And after our rewatch, because I don't know why you would have ever watched Burlesque in between the first time we watched it and now.
Yeah.
But I was like, when we were watching Burlesque and you were like, well, this is only the second time I've watched it. The first time was years ago when we watched it. The first time, you watched it the first time. And I was like, oh yeah, I forget you haven't seen this movie like 25 times. And I kept having to look at you and be like, this is the same. This is the same. Remember the thing from the thing? How would you like to structure this? Because I think
we should go through and have a general conversation around The Devil Wears Prada first, and then have a general conversation around Burlesque, and then really dive into the details of how they really are very similar. And details we have many details. So Devil Wears Prada, what do you think made you connect so heavily with The Devil Wears Prada? In a way that, like, I feel like an entire generation of women did, and not just women, men as well.
And theys.
people who have eschewed the gender binary.
What a great word, eschewed.
Yeah, thank you.
Good job. It's a nice.
I think I'm pulling that quote from a Monster Factory video where they play Demon Souls and they create. Oh, what is their name? I can't remember the name of their monster creation, but they created non-binary monster creation, which doesn't sound good, which is not a great, which feels bad to say.
If there are going to be male and female monsters, that there
they
need
make
to be
many men and many women.
There need to be non-binary and gender fluid monsters as well.
Yeah.
That's part of it.
Oh,
That's what representation is.
Bonnie of the Fae, Robbie of the Fae, something like that. Something of the Fae. Robbie, Bonnie, something like that.
You're just saying the same three names over and over.
It's one of them. I'm close. Anyways,
we'll find it later.
So, what do you think you attached to so heavily, in a way that so many others did?
The cuntiness of it all. I mean, I do think that there is something really magnetic about not just Meryl Streep in general, but Meryl Streep as Miranda Priestley. She is so if anybody doesn't know about what The Devil Wears Prada kind of is, the original book was written by, I can't remember if the author, she did work for Anna Wintour at Vogue or she knew somebody who did. It was one of those two things. And then she interviewed a bunch of people who also did work at Vogue with Anna Wintour, but Miranda Priestley's based off Anna Wintour, who's longtime editor-in-chief at Vogue.
Yeah.
And so Miranda Priestley is this she's evil. I mean, the Devil Wears Prada. I mean, that she's the devil. That's the
she's the titular devil.
Yeah, because I'm the devil from the Bible. But she has this magnetism that you just cannot look away from her ever. And at least 25% of that is that bomb ass wig that she's wearing.
Oh my God.
That wig on Meryl is great. I
genuinely wish Meryl Streep just had that haircut all the time because it looks phenomenal on her.
It's so good. Oh my God. Even when she's spoilers obviously, but for a movie that came out 20 years ago.
Literally.
Even when she's breaking down and she's in divorce mode and it's all kind of disheveled, and it's kind of PC in the front, it still looks amazing. And I'm
great.
Oh my God, wig. I feel that. I feel that. But I think that the coming of age of Andy is coming of age stories are always so people love a coming of age story. Everybody loves coming of age story. But I think another thing is this one, it's so much less male centered, which I think Burlesque is less male centered than other movies, but it is more male centered than The Devil Wears Prada.
Yeah.
But the fact that this isn't about a girl who is trying to get a guy. And if you think about the movies that were coming out in 2006 that were for women, a lot of them were romantic movies. They're
it would have to be the majority. It would have to be the majority.
Yeah. I mean, okay, so when after we watched it, we were looking at all the recommended, because you watched The Devil Wears Prada, and it's all Pretty Woman and 27 Dresses and things that are about which I'm not hating on 27 Dresses. I love that movie.
Things that are straight romances because Devil Wears Prada, not a romance. Just straight, not a romance. There's a romantic element. There is a romantic romance interest, but it is not a romance.
It's not a romance. The romance is more of a means to an end of to show the change in Andy, the main character, of how her life has changed, rather than it being a goal of hers. It's more of just something that happens.
The romance is is herself. She has the romance with herself and her own ability and her own, and her own growth. You know what I mean? Like
that scene,
is that too up my own ass to put it like that?
I don't think it's too up your own ass.
Maybe not right.
No, I didn't say it wasn't right. I love like the scene that upon rewatching it, like in the last few years, there are definitely a lot of things that are like, this has not aged well in terms of like, I'm not even talking about like the fat phobia or the homophobia or the like sexism, which like, yes, even in a movie like about woman power, there's still like a lot of sexism. Nate is such an ass.
Yeah.
Her boyfriend at Mr. Entourage. I don't know that. I will not learn his name.
I refuse.
I refuse to learn his name. He is just Nate, Andy's asshole boyfriend to me, or Mr. Entourage forever for the rest of my life. But the scene where she looks in the mirror, they're in Paris and she's like getting ready to go out or whatever, and she's like putting on mascara and she's looking in the mirror, and it flashes back to her the day that she went in for the interview for the job that she currently has, and like the juxtaposition of that. I mean, that's the thesis of the entire film, is like she has changed so much, and for what? And like, has that gotten her where she wants to be?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think that, also I think this movie, what the movie wants to say, and it does. This is not me saying like the movie wants to say this, but it doesn't, is that, your career is important, but you can't lose sight of who you are, like down to your core, like in the pursuit of success, because there is like, because she sees how it hurts Miranda. Like she sees she's got all these divorces have happened to her, and like nobody likes her. I mean, she doesn't have friends. Like Miranda Priestley doesn't have friends. Can you imagine how lonely her life is?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and when Andy says like, if Miranda were a man, the only thing that anybody would ever say about her is how good she is at her job.
Yeah.
And that's the crux of it all, is that men are allowed to be successful and women kind of aren't. But there is a point where you are kind of, I mean, and she also says it in the scene at the end with Nate. I hate that scene because I hate looking at him, but sorry. I just hate Nate. Just get out of here. I don't want to see your face, boy. She says like, I abandoned my family and my friends. And for what? And he says, for shoes and shirts and jackets and bags or whatever. Like, shut up. Shut up. Literally hit him with your car. But I think the thing that that so many people connect with is like, everybody has to work a job. I mean, well, I guess some people don't, but, but most people have to work a job, and everybody has had a bad boss. Everybody has had a boss who just is insane. And everybody has coworkers like Emily or coworkers like Nigel, who like do take care of you and like actually do try to help you. Beyond it just being relatable, it's just like a really well told story. Like, I think I haven't read the book. I don't know how to read. So like, I don't know. That's my big flaw. Maybe one day I'll change that. But, I
want to cast you in a show called Glee. I've got a perfect role for you.
I'm the greatest star. But the script is just great, and I think the story is good. I have read some things in like kind of researching The Devil Wears Prada, is that there are differences from the book to the movie, and I think any differences that any changes that happened really serve the story well. And one specific change I do want to talk about, because I think it's very it is very indicative of how an actor's relation to the text can really change the story. Which this is so annoying. This is me being up my own ass. So at the end in the scene when they're in the car and they're having their conversation about, I couldn't do what you did to Nigel. I couldn't do it. And she says, but you already did. Andy says, what if I don't want this life? What if I don't want to live like this? And she says, oh, please, Andrea, don't be ridiculous. Everybody wants this. Everybody wants to be us. The original line was, everybody wants to be me.
Yeah.
But that's not really, and I think that's such a man's idea of what a woman would say. Now, the script was actually written by a woman, so this is not me saying that. But like, everybody wants to be us it means so much. It has such a different meaning than everybody wants to be me. Because everybody wants to be me is very self-centered, is very, center of the universe, is very out of touch. But everybody wants to be us. I mean, she's not wrong. Like, in terms of like, everybody wants...
A million girls would have
killed
killed
for this job. Yeah, it's like... So she's right in a way, but is that what Andy wants? And Andy realizes no, so she has to litter about it.
I also like the idea that she thinks that like she's bringing her up. You know what I mean? Like she's treating her the way that she should be, as if what she's doing to her is good. Yeah. I think that idea is really interesting because again, like. I don't think she thinks she's the bad guy, Yeah. Even though the bad guy was the fashion we made along the way.
Well said.
Thank you.
Couldn't agree more.
The thing that I was struck by watching it this time was like how it really feels like from a production level they didn't really super believe in this movie.
Not at all.
And yet they still cast Meryl Streep.
And Stanley Tucci.
Now, Stanley Tucci is Stanley Tucci. Like, he isn't Meryl Streep. Like
Meryl Streep is Meryl Streep.
It's like casting Daniel Day-Lewis in 500 Days of Summer or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, where it's like...
Or like... casting Daniel Day-Lewis and John Tucker Must Die. Like,
right.
What are we talking about?
Because the thing is, like, look, the script, I think, is incredibly solid. And the performances across the board are great.
Yes.
It's the, like, all of the other production decisions that I think, like, make the movie look and feel and sound cheap. Because, like, I think the movie's incredibly well edited. I think that's the thing is, like, I think the movie's so fundamentally sound, but it just feels cheap and it's directed kind of poorly. Sorry. I think the movie's directed poorly. But not the performances. Like, I think the performances...
Get him.
I think the movie looks bad. I think it looks... This movie... It's about fashion. It's about the world of fashion. I want it to be beautiful. I want it to be shot like a Prada commercial, or have any kind of style or tone or any kind of texture or anything.
Yeah.
But it looks like a JCPenney ad.
Drag her.
And like
drag her.
And that was like what I was caught by this time. It's just like it's crazy because again, like I said, like it feels like from a production level, they did not believe in this movie. But then at the same time, you cast Meryl Streep in it. You know what I mean? Like
100%.
Because it's not like Meryl Streep was working on Hallmark movies at the time. She was Meryl Streep. You know
she had
what I mean?
been
like,
Meryl Streep for many
decades.
years. Yeah.
So
she
like
did what was Sophie's Choice? What, like 1982, 1984?
Something like that. Kramer was Kramer around that same time.
Yeah.
So it's like that was something I was thinking about a lot watching this. Was just like, man, it really feels like they didn't believe in this, but then, but through the power of the the quality script and like great performances, great fashion. Like that is one way that they didn't skimp on, which I'll give them that is like so much of the fashion is very much of its time, but still feels timeless, still feels like they made great choices from that perspective.
Everything that Miranda wears is like so classic, so Like the silhouettes are never going out of style.
Yeah.
Most of what Andy wears, I would wear today. I mean,
Yeah.
like she is, especially in that montage,
Yeah.
where she's changing the outfits. That girl,
Yeah.
I mean, gagged.
Cooped, gagged.
Gag it. Yeah, from like I like want to put it into the context of the time of like what mid-budge movies at the time looked like. But even then, it's like I can't unsee it now. How just dog shit the lighting is. Like there was one
so boring and like flat and like
we paused it at one point and like there was like a light that was like clearly like an overhead light in the room.
it's just like
something.
a pot light.
And it's like the shadow it's casting on Meryl Streep's back is like, so what are we doing? Who did this? Like, I need to see the rig. Like, what's happening? It was bad.
And this is exactly what I'm talking about when I say like it just didn't feel like they believed in it from that perspective.
Yeah.
Because it's like we will talk about Burlesque. Burlesque cost a little bit more money. I mean, it's a musical, so it's going to cost more money.
You got to have dancers and you got to pay Cher and Christina Aguilera,
but it's not that much more expensive grand scheme of things.
No,
it's not double the price.
Yeah.
And yet it looks. I don't even think the movie looks phenomenal, but it looks significantly better. Like, I think Meghan's movie is The Devil Wears Prada. That is her like go-to. My go-to feels very similar in a funny way. I think they're like opposite in not to make it like super gendered, but like one is the boy version of The Devil Wears Prada, which is Moneyball. Like Moneyball is like my go-to either something like that or like Ocean's 11 or something like that. But like Moneyball for a really long time has been my go-to like comfort watch. And so I think it's an interesting comparison because I think that movie looks great.
Yeah.
Like I think that movie looks capital G great, but it isn't doing anything super interesting.
No.
Like,
I mean, it's the thing about I think Moneyball, because we've also watched Moneyball many a time. Definitely not as many times as I've seen Devil Wears Prada, but I have watched it a fair few times. I will say that I do think it has a look. In the way that The Devil Wears Prada just does not. Like it
made a choice about it, you know?
There are choices there. A choice was made. And the other thing about The Devil Wears Prada, you saying that it looks like a JCPenney ad, is like that just does it such a disservice because it's about, as you said, about fashion and like all of these clothes are beautiful and like it deserves to look good.
Yeah.
But then also it's like New York City and Paris and like,
yes,
you're making like, because we were kind of having this conversation as we were doing the rewatch and I was like, wow, I don't think I've ever watched a movie where Paris like looks so like trashy, or not like trashy, but looks so like boring and flat. Like it looks like the part where they're like walking after dinner and she's like, I never understood why people love Paris. She doesn't say like that. I don't know why I'm saying like that. Sorry, Anne Hathaway. But it literally looks like an outdoor mall in like Ohio.
It looks
I know
like,
that's such a mean thing to say.
Downtown McKinney. Like,
yeah. Girl. DFW people will know.
It feels like we're in Italy.
Bitch, this is San Antonio.
I mean, genuine, like
literally.
So that is like the thing that's like ultimately disappointing because I feel like that this movie deserved better. And like, don't get me wrong, like it's still a cult classic in many ways, and like it's getting its sequel. We will talk more about the sequel here in just a bit, and how much of the crew is the same, which I think is an interesting choice. That being said, like clearly they struck gold the first time, and they really did strike gold. You know, I think this movie has so much good going for it.
The lasting power.
Yeah, like, I mean, I can't think of another movie from that era like that had, I mean, like, look, I could point at like Pride and Prejudice or something like that, but like that is so that the quality of the filmmaking across the board is better. It isn't just and like some really great performances and a really good script. Like that's what I'm talking like that has that same level of societal capital. You know what I mean? Like
the thing that I wanted when you were talking about the studio didn't believe in this movie at all, or not the studios, but like the crew working on it, like the how they're
from like a production level.
From a production level. The thing, like you brought up Pride and Prejudice, is like at the time, Pride and Prejudice would have been like, ooh, this is the elite movie. This is the acting movie. This is the movie you spend a lot of money on because it's gonna do well because it's like, because it's all the things. Yeah. Right. The Devil Wears Prada, this like baby girl, that's the 27 Dresses. That's the, I'm trying to think of like other mid-budget rom-coms of the time. That's like How to Lose a Guy in 10 days kind of thing. Yeah. Like, and I'm only bringing up rom-coms because like it's the only like major genre that I have like a comparison to of like what this looks like and like how it's shot, how it's treated, like how it's treated, I think is so funny because it's like you could have made this like if you had just tried, if you just stepped outside of your comfort zone a little bit. Like you could have made this look like, a gazillion-dollar movie. Yeah. But instead it looks like a whatever, $28 to $34 million movie.
I mean, I could even pull another example, another New York example. I think You've Got Mail. I think You've Got Mail is a good comparison here because look, I don't think that's the best looking movie of all time, but it makes New York look great.
Yeah.
Boy, howdy does
it makes me want to go.
It makes me want to go to New York. I mean, When Harry Met Sally, another example.
Yeah.
Like that movie looks even better. Yeah. So it's like that's the frustrating thing is like fashion is a visual medium. I think that's maybe what it boils down to. Fashion is a visual medium. It's art. Like it's art, but that you live your life in it. Quoting Nigel. So from that perspective, it's disappointing that from a visual perspective, it's so boring. Yeah. It's so boring.
It's just boring. And
they're
that's
making
like
boring choices and it's shot in boring ways and boring places. Like, and then like there's other baffling choices where it's like the fashion where we could talk all day about how great the fashion is across the board. Some of it's very of its time, but even then it's still like great for the time. And then you go to her friend's art exhibit and it's just crummy it's just crummy New York stock photos.
You saying the thing that you said killed me because it was so true is like, oh my God, like the picture that comes in the frame when you buy the picture frame, they just forgot to take those out. And I was like, damn, that's for real. It is what it looks like. Cause it's just like pictures of like fire escapes and like window displays in New York City. It's like, just brick. It's like,
I'm not saying that those things aren't pretty on an aesthetic level, but an entire gallery show in New York fucking City
that like major people were at, like Christian Thompson, the mentalist guy.
The mentalist is fucking there.
The mentalist is there. He's there mentalizing y'all.
For crummy photography.
It's
crummy,
bad.
Like,
and like I never noticed like, yeah, that's some dog shit, homie. Like what the fuck is that? Yeah. Also, Tracy Thoms should have been in this movie. Like, just take Nate out, put Tracy Thoms in.
Yeah.
I don't want to see that man. Just put Tracy Thoms in.
Anyway, like it's funny. It's also funny to me that like Emily Blunt was not Emily Blunt when she shot this.
No, she was not.
Anne Hathaway was like the rom-com queen at this point.
She had really only done The Princess Diaries and Ella Enchanted, a movie you should all see.
Right.
And then like a couple of other projects that are not coming to mind right now, but she was kind of,
I feel like this was a step in the direction towards like Les Mis and then her like later career in like more
because this is 2006, so she would have done Catwoman in the Batman franchise just a few years later, right? When did she
That's
play?
a good question. I'm not sure the timeline here because like I can't timeline for or The Dark Knight Rises. The comic is Returns. Dark Knight Rises is around the same time Les Mis came out, right? Within just a couple of years of each other. Yeah?
Yeah, because that was the same time that I had a crush on Tom Hardy, and he was in that movie at the time.
Crush on Tom Hardy. Has that stopped?
Well, no, but I didn't want to say that in front of you and everybody and God and everybody.
As if we haven't said this to each other. As if we both haven't.
Okay, well, yeah, I didn't want to tell them about it. I don't want to embarrass you in front of the company.
I'm not embarrassed. But what do I have to be for my bride?
For my bride.
Anyway, so I mean, I do think that this was like one of the stepping stones into her like later more critically acclaimed career, you know, that she would go on to have. That, like, you know, you see her in, you know, the Princess Diaries. You may not think down the line. I'm not talking about the quality of those films. What I am saying is I don't know that you would think that somebody who's the lead in the Princess Diaries would be then later an Oscar winner.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I will sit here.
I'm not passing judgment.
Yeah, like again, love you, Princess Diaries. Princess Diaries 2 Royal Engagement. Boy, I had that DVD on a DVD that was burned. It was like not the original DVD. Someone made it for me. And I watched it so much I wore that DVD out. I couldn't even watch it anymore because I watched it so much.
What's the line with about fear? It's like I don't know. I don't feel fear.
Oh God, Jesus Christ! That the craziest line in Princess Diaries 2 Royal Engagement. He says, I don't remember what the exact lead up to it is, but he says, "I think you'll find that fear is not in my vocabulary." And then the other guy says, "True, but it's in your eyes."
Oh, that goes off.
That's
so
in the
hard.
Princess Diaries 2 Royal Engagement.
Yeah. Shout out.
Shouts out. Directed by Gary Marshall.
Okay, I wanted to say Penny Marshall, and I knew I was wrong.
Nope, not Penny Marshall.
Gary Marshall.
Gary Marshall,
Yeah.
yes. Shouts out Gary Marshall.
That motherfucker, the guy who says that line, is in like every one of his movies.
Yeah.
Shout out Runaway Bride. I love that movie. We've done an episode on Runaway Bride.
Great movie.
Go watch that. That was like 2 years ago. Valentine's Day a couple years ago.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Devil Wears Prada is like, again, such a good movie. Deserves better from like a production standpoint. I wish they would have spent more time, more effort, more money, whatever it was on the visual aspects of it.
But as you said previously, the performances and the solid ass script really bring it.
The good editing, I think it's well edited.
Yes, it is well edited.
It's not. You asked me right after we finished, because I think we were talking about, or maybe it was while we were watching, and you were like, "Well, what do you think of the editing?" I'm like, "I think it is like unobtrusive. That's how you know it's good."
Yeah.
They do some fun things in the edit, which is clearly part
like the montage.
Yeah, they do the fun little montage stuff. Clearly a part of the script. That's not just like necessarily just an editing choice, but like, well done. Like it's all. I think the movie's really well edited. Oh, the score's bad. Score's bad.
Some of the needle drops are baffling.
Yeah.
Baffling. Look, you've got to play Vogue in the movie that's about Vogue but not about Vogue. You've got to play.
And I think they played at an appropriate time, because if they did it when Anna Wintour was walking into the office, it would have been a little much.
Yeah.
But no, I think obviously it's not Anna Wintour. It's
I know. I was letting you say Anna Wintour. I knew what you were meaning. I knew what you were meaning.
Miranda Priestley. I think anywhere else it would have been like inappropriate. So I think they picked a good time for it.
Yeah.
But then there's some other really fucking weird.
Just very on the nose, like the lyrics being on the. It's like, okay, girl. Yeah. It feels like, you know that joke about all the music that's on like those reality shows like Love Island or like Selling Sunset or something, where it's like the characters will have a conversation and then a song that is basically just the lyrics are the words that they just spoke, and it's like, where are these songs coming from?
Oh man, who is it that? Freaking Suicide Squad, the bad one.
God, Jesus.
Is also horrible about that. Like, Needle drops are an art, and some people are not artists.
And some people are not even finger painters.
Burlesque.
I
think Burlesque looks so much better. I don't think Burlesque is like the best looking movie of all time, but man, at least it looks fun. At least they're doing fun stuff, and like it looks like it's a movie about showgirls. And boy howdy, they look like showgirls the entire time.
I think an alternate double feature we could have done would have been Burlesque and Showgirl.
Yeah.
Have you seen that movie?
Is it Showgirl or Showgirls?
Wait, Showgirls?
It's Showgirls.
Sorry, I only know about the one.
Yeah. The main.
Yeah.
The Showgirl. The titular Showgirl.
The one from, what was that?
Saved by the Bell?
Saved by the Bell, yeah. I can't remember the actress's name. Elizabeth?
You could say anything. I will believe you.
Pringle. That's her name. Pringle.
That's the name of my flash drive. Because Meg, I had bought a flash drive the other day and I was like, what should I call it? And Meg was like, Pringle. And I was like, all right, I'm naming it Pringle.
So it's called Pringle. But yeah. No, Burlesque looks a lot better because not everything looks medicinal. Not everything looks, there are some warm tones. There's also some depth.
Yeah.
You know, some shadows and some dark.
Yeah.
But I think from a production standpoint, I do think that there was more care taken.
Yeah.
With the look specifically. I mean, the story takes place in LA, which is another one of my notes. And so, you know, everything is very warm, very sunny, very
flashy,
very flashy.
Glitzy.
It's very glitzy. I mean, it's everything is very, for lack of a better term, sparkly.
Yeah.
It's very it's a feast for the eyes. Christina Aguilera looks amazing. Cher looks amazing. Stanley Tucci looks amazing.
Yeah.
Cam Gigante is coming straight off of Twilight.
Yeah. All right, hot take. I think Stanley Tucci is hotter in Burlesque than he is in. Is that a hot take?
I don't know if that's a hot take. It's a take I agree with.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Significantly hotter.
He's got this kind of like I don't know. I think he just seems like a messy bitch in this one, and I love that.
Yeah,
he's less of a mean gay and more of like a
slut gay.
Yeah,
like a little bit. You know, like
yeah, like he's like Nigel.
And I use that word with all love. It's only love in my heart.
Like I would not want to go out to the club with Nigel. I would want to go out to the club with Mark.
He would find you some.
Nope, not Mark.
Mike. Matt.
No, it is Mark.
Marv. Pringle. Marv. Sean.
Mark is the guy that he sleeps with.
Is the sexy DJ.
Is the sexy DJ. Isn't that guy also a New Girl? Isn't
yes,
he one of Jess's boyfriends?
Yes, he is. That's what I know him from. I was like, what the fuck do I know this guy from? New Girl.
He's also in other stuff, but I only know him I only know him from Burlesque and New Girl.
He's the guy from New Girl.
And Burlesque.
That's what I said. Burlesque and New Girl.
Oh, sorry. I thought you just said New Girl.
Here's my thing with this movie. It's like 20 minutes too long.
Yeah.
Boy, howdy, is it 20 minutes too long. It's also incredibly corny, but like, if you're watching this movie expecting it to not be corny, you're watching the wrong movie.
Chocolate cake is a sometimes food.
Yes.
And you know exactly what you're getting when you get chocolate cake.
Yeah.
There's no question about like, this is chocolate cake with chocolate frosting and chocolate sprinkles, right? And you know exactly what you're getting. And that is this movie.
Yeah.
There's no hidden gem. There's no like unexpectedly, it's really, really good. It's what it says on the tin. Yeah. Like it's a musical called Burlesque with Cher and Christina Aguilera starring.
Yep.
And I love it. Just because it's not good doesn't mean I don't love it.
Yeah.
Or not that it's not good. It's that the script is bad.
All the music is super fun. All of the numbers are super fun. All of
The costumes are great.
All the costumes super fun. I think the movie looks fun. I think all the actors are hot. So like in a shapes and colors kind of way, as we love to talk about on the podcast, in a shapes and colors kind of way, movie's super fun.
Beautiful.
I think where the movie falls apart, I think a little bit, is there's the A plot, which is Xtina. There's the B plot, which is Cher. There's a C plot, which is Kristen Bell. There's a D plot, which is Nigel and his boo thing. There's an E plot, which is Julianne Hough and her pregnancy. It's just like, can we cut like 3 of these and just focus on Xtina getting dick down and singing songs?
Yeah.
And Cher and maybe Kristen Bell. Like having a foil to Xtina, I think is, I'm going to be calling her Xtina the entire time. Sorry.
That's her name on Instagram. So
having a foil to Xtina, I think is a good thing. And Kristen Bell, I think, does it fun. Like she's so good as the bitch. She's a strong mover.
God, you saying that? I was like, read her.
I mean, like, she's supposed to be the star above Julianne Hough, and Julianne Hough is out there like eating down, and then fucking Kristen Bell goes out there and like, no, now it's my show. Like, okay,
like Julianne Hough is out there doing like leaps and high kicks and like
pas de bourrée, fucking
she's out there doing like, you know, pirouettes and herkies, and she's doing all this, you know, she's doing like calypsos and stuff, and then
Kristen Bell's out there batting. Like,
Kristen Bell's out there with a strong step touch
and snatching necklaces.
And she does it great.
She does it great.
And I will say this as a 14 or 15 year old. Yeah.
Megan, you are older than that.
I'm 14.
I don't no, she is not. Legally speaking, she is not.
When I saw this movie at 14 or 15, when it first came out, I remember thinking, yeah, wow, Kristen Bell, a good dancer. You know what I mean? Like they were able to kind of like jingle, 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 like take the keys, jingle, jingle, enough to where like they suspended my disbelief, where I was like, yes, Kristen Bell is like this amazing, like the number that she does, the dentist number sung by Meghan Mullally that I told you yesterday. And
shout out. I did not know that. And it's such Meghan Mullally. It's such a fun detail.
Like that truly made me believe that she like is a good dancer. I want to ask you, give me a review of the soundtrack. Like just the songs in this. Like what is your, I mean, it's very Christina.
Let me put it to you this way. Am I going to add a single one of those songs to any playlist I have? No.
Not even The Last of Me? You haven't seen the last of me. Feeling broken. Barely holding on.
No.
Okay. Just checking.
Cher, I love you. I love you, Cher. And I don't think any of the songs are bad. I don't think any of the songs are particularly good.
They are just like,
they're all super fun.
They're all just like pop songs, and they're fun.
They're all sugary, delicious, fun pop songs, especially like, you know, like very much of that era of Xtina, where she wanted to go for the showgirl thing. That
is exactly what I was going to bring up, which is this movie feels very much like an extension of anybody who's an Xtina fan, as I, her Back to Basics album, which has like a bunch of hits on it, was very much her pinup showgirl type era. So this movie feels like an extension of that. One thing I want to mention, just to get it out there, this movie is called Burlesque. The lounge that they play, that they do the show in, is called the Burlesque Lounge. They do one burlesque number in this entire movie.
Quite literally.
Like, if we're talking about everything else is just, baby, that's drag.
Either it's drag or it's vaudeville.
Yeah. Like when they do the
Alan Cumming comedy bit.
He's what? Right now?
I mean, look, if ex-Tina was up on the stage whipping her titties out, hey, and Cam Javante or what's his name?
I think it's Gigante.
Gigante was
that's
out,
how you pronounce
was fucking pouring the drinks, looking all hot like that. I don't know, maybe
with the eyeliner.
The eyeliner, ooh, the eyeliner does it for me. No, it doesn't. But, I think it's crazy to me that there are 3 different songs with burlesque in the title.
Okay.
Or at least in the hook. Okay, maybe they're not in the title, but they're definitely they're all definitely in the fucking hook.
It is funny to me that the first song of Christina sings the cover of Something's Got a Hold on Me at the very beginning, but the first song of the movie, the one that Cher sings, is called Welcome to Burlesque, and then the song that ends the movie is called Show Me How You Burlesque, and I'm like,
what's the one in the middle?
It's called the song is called Express
Burlesque. Okay,
we're really stepping out here.
I literally was like, we got to the very last song, and I was like, didn't we hear this one already?
No.
I was like, is this not the same song?
It is not. Big surprise. It's not the same song.
But anyway, I don't have all that much to say about Burlesque because I think the movie's fine overall. I think it accomplishes its goals, which is look sexy, make fun music, movie, share, again, like I said, this movie could be 15, 20 minutes shorter than it is. It does not need to be 2 hours, on the dot. This movie does not need to be 2 hours long. I think hour 45 would have been super appropriate. And again, we could have cut 2 side plots or I felt like there were a lot of scenes where they just kind of kept doing the same thing. We did this one already. Nigel already gave Cher the pep talk. Why do we have another scene of Nigel giving her the same pep talk?
Oh, giving Cher a pep talk?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. She
needs a lot of pep talks in this movie.
Yeah. The movie does kind of flounder about after Allie. Yes, Allie. Andy, Allie. That's literally my first note.
Ex-Tina.
After ex-Tina becomes the star of the burlesque lounge. Burlesque. The movie really struggles to come up with stuff to do because they can't get to the main plot or the big climax of the show of the movie, which is that Cher's going to lose the burlesque lounge.
Yeah.
So they have to come up with all the money, but they can't get to that too quick. So they have to kind of invent other things for the story to drag out.
They have songs they want to do, and they need to put scenes in between those songs.
Yes.
That's really super what it feels like at times. I think at one point we were you could turn off the sound and you would understand everything about the story. And I really think I would prefer that version of the movie, obviously excluding the musical numbers.
Yeah.
Also, boy, howdy. There are 2 things I want to say. This movie is obsessed with Chicago and cabaret.
They got Alan Cumming to be in the damn thing.
They wore their influences on their sleeve, and their sleeve said, "This is our influences." And their sleeve was the biggest, big puffy sleeves, so everyone could see it.
I thought you were going to say, when you said wore their influences on their, I thought you were going to say they wore their pussies out. And I was going to be like, they did.
Whoa.
It's they did.
Also that.
They wore their pussies out. Yes.
And then the second thing is the camera in this movie is so horny. I was like, a straight man had to have directed this. And I was wrong. A gay man directed it. But boy, howdy, this is one horny ass camera.
Yeah. I honestly, again, this movie was made 15 years ago, 14, 16. Jesus. 16 years ago. That's kind of the movies just kind of look like that at the time. I'm not excusing it. I'm just saying it did. That's kind of how it was.
And there's
at
just
the
like
time.
so many like random ass shots of ex-Tina when it's like she's just like look during the burlesque numbers, it's burlesque. Like it's burlesque.
That's the whole point.
But it's like she's just like in her pajamas or whatever, and it just like cuts to a close up on her ass, and it's just like, look, don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining, but at the same time, like, man, this movie's horny.
It's horny.
Megan, give me your list of all of the amazing ways that you, the viewer, have not noticed that these movies are exactly the same. I mean, like, I think the first most obvious one is some casting.
So, I'm just going to go down the line.
Yeah.
And we're just going to go for it.
Go
okay.
for it.
Chronologically, just on these notes. Okay. The main characters are named Andy and Allie. They're both short for something. Andy is short for Andrea, and Allie is short for Alice.
Alliandra.
Alliandra.
Yeah, thank you.
And Renesmee. But so we're starting off with identity theft number 1.
Yep.
Both of these movies have opening montages. The Devil Wears Prada has the Andy getting ready to go to her interview, whereas all the hot fashion ladies are
Suddenly I see.
And then the montage in Burlesque is over Christina Aguilera's cover of Something's Got a Hold on Me.
Yeah.
And it cuts between Christina Aguilera traveling to LA and a number at the Burlesque Lounge. So There you go. Opening montages. There you go. Walking the Streets to a Madonna song. Both of these films have a scene where the main character walks the streets of their respective city to a Madonna song.
Yeah.
So there you go. Stanley Tucci plays the exact same character in both of these movies.
That's the big one. That's
what made me realize it, is I was like, okay,
that motherfucker, you are playing the same character.
His character serves the same purpose in both
his
films.
characterization is different.
Obviously.
I will give him that.
They are not the same. They are not the same person.
But dude, they say the exact same shit.
They say the same. They serve as like a mentor to the main character. And I mean, like, I would say that in Burlesque, Cher and Stanley Tucci kind of both serve as a mentor to Christina Aguilera. But
I would say I would say that like yes and no. Like in the way that like I do think that Miranda Priestley is a mentor to Andy.
Yeah.
Is the same way that Cher is a mentor to Allie.
Because Stanley Tucci plays like the kind of like second in command in both of these, like under a very powerful woman. But
and he spends most of his time getting clothes ready for others.
I said walking through the office/club, basically the same scene. They call it shot for shot, Bobby.
They call it shot for shot, Bobby.
The scene where Andy's like going through the office the first time, like when she's going in for the interview, and then the first time that Allie, sorry, it's the same movie, guys. When Christina,
Andy and
Ollie, I felt you die. The first time that Christina Aguilera goes through the Burlesque Club, that is the same scene.
Yeah.
If you put them next to one another, baby girl, we're gonna watch the same scene twice.
Yeah.
One has better lighting, and unfortunately, it's Burlesque.
Yeah.
I said older woman, boss lady. Older woman, boss lady.
I mean, like, legend actress.
Yeah.
Playing
Oscar winner.
Like
Both are Oscar winners.
Playing, a larger than life, female boss lady.
Like super, like untouchable.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Aggressive,
Yeah. Very self-assured, very like, I am running this shit.
Yeah.
Like both of them are that way. Boyfriend characters both work in food service.
Yeah.
Jack in Burlesque is a bartender, and in Nate is a line cook or something.
Rich, smarmy, wannabe boyfriends I know I'm eating
Yes,
your Cheerios.
just say it. Just say it.
Well,
I know I'm gonna be out.
Rich, smarmy, wannabe boyfriends who have a secret plan to take over. But then the lead rushes to tell the main the head honcho lady.
And we will get to that. At one point, Cher refers to her ex-husband as Mr. Tess.
Yeah.
And they all refer to Miranda
Another
Priestley's husband
Mr.
as
Priestley.
Mr. Priestley. And
Yeah.
I'm just like...
Another in a long line of Mr. Priestleys.
The scene asking for the job, like when Andy is like, okay, well, I have this like crazy work ethic, da, da, da. Like initially the Miranda Tess character is not really super into it, but then kind of the Allie Andy kind of convinces them to like hire her. I said Marcus Christian are the same guy. Marcus is the Eric Dane, is that it? The guy who just passed away?
Rip in peace.
Rip in peace, King. He's the smarmy rich guy that wants to sleep with Allie in Burlesque, and Christian is the mentalist. That's all I'll be saying. I did write down a difference because I was like, I did notice this. Allie wants to dance so bad, and Andy in Devil Wears Prada is like, well, I need this job, so because I need money and it'll open up other doors. She's not really interested in working at Runway specifically. She just kind of needs a job.
Yeah. She wants a job in publishing. She doesn't really care where.
So I said that the club/job are in jeopardy for the boss lady. So like there's like career stakes for both of our boss lady main characters. Allie/Andy are going to replace Nikki/Emily.
Yeah.
So like guys, like
and
we're not even
the Nikki/Emily characters are like foils to the Andys/Ollies, you know? Like
you gotta stop saying Andy/Ollie.
Oh, they're Andy
you
and
gotta
Ollie now.
stop.
It's like they're the bitchy foil with a heart of gold.
Yes.
Like
exactly. I just wrote slay closets. I think that just means that because there's
there are scenes about closets.
Well, they have like the burlesque costume closet, and then they have like the sample closet at Runway, right?
True.
Okay. Can I say a side note that I wrote down about burlesque real quick?
Yes.
Side note: how can Jack and his fiance afford this beautiful place on a musician/bartender and actor salary? Sounds like fiance has a rich fam. Yeah, and I said that while we were watching the movie. I was
That's
like,
the only way.
They're like, and then when Allie is like, everything's over $1,000 a month. I was like, oh my god, imagine living in an apartment in LA for $1,000 a month right now.
Yeah, $1,200 for a one bedroom. Yeah, crazy.
Oh my god.
And her being like, how am I going to afford that? It's like, brother,
my brother in Christ. I mean, I wouldn't want to pay that.
And you know
now,
the funny thing is, the minimum wage was the exact fucking same, and that was 16 years ago, motherfucker.
Class warfare. So I wrote this down as if these are the same line. That's all in Devil Wears Prada and Wagon Wheel Watusi. Those are the same line. She only says it once, and Miranda constantly says that's all. But man, Wagon Wheel Watusi is, in terms of the cultural zeitgeist.
That and the cerulean.
Oh, the cerulean monologue. Yeah, it's great.
We didn't even talk about that. Like the most iconic scene.
Oh, the most iconic scene. Yeah. Well, if you're real, you'd know.
Look it up.
Look it up.
You've seen that. If you're watching this and you haven't seen these either, if you're watching this and you haven't seen The Devil Wears Prada, what the fuck are you doing at this point?
Guys, if you're gay and you haven't seen The Devil Wears Prada,
if you're straight and you haven't seen The Devil Wears Prada,
I don't know what to tell you.
Anything else, you've got excuses.
Anything else.
Any other part of the LGBTQ spectrum, you're excused.
But The Devil Wears Prada?
Straight, gay, no excuse. No excuse. Bi, pan. All right. We've got
buy a pan?
Fuck off.
Okay, that was bad. Sorry,
That was
guys.
bad.
That was horrible. Stanley Tucci handing our main character a bunch of clothes, shot for shot.
Whichever shot.
Putting on makeup and she's so pretty, as if they weren't two beautiful women to begin with.
That was the craziest scene. The fucking part where Xtina is where Cher's putting makeup over Xtina's makeup because she's wearing makeup at that moment. And she looks in the mirror like, I've never had makeup on before. Girl, did you not have friends in high school? What did you live in the Footloose town, but instead of fucking dancing, it's makeup?
The thing that gets me is she just was on stage wearing makeup.
Yes, also that.
What are we talking about? Like, what are we talking about? Anyway.
But we needed a scene where Cher and Ollie connect.
Jesus Christ. These are the same line. Wait, you said you know every number and you can do anything, right?
Yep, same line.
Marcus/Christian are evil blonde men who basically kidnap our main characters and take them to super fancy parties.
Yeah, damn.
Did I fucking lie? Y'all, we're not even...
Did you stutter?
We're not even half done with this list. These are the same line. Okay, can you please spell Gabbana? And I don't really know what that means. That's the same line. Marcus Christian are also the key to our main characters being more successful. But the morals. The morals. It's the clothes making our mains evil. It's the clothes because she gets the shoes in Burlesque. She gets the shoes, and then everybody's like, "Oh my god, you sold your soul the first day you put on that first pair of Jimmy Choos. I saw it." That was me doing my Emily Blunt impression. I have a much better Emily Blunt, but it's...
that was you doing Emily Blunt as Hermione.
That was me doing Emily Blunt as Oliver.
He's gonna sacrifice himself.
He's going to sacrifice himself. You sold your soul the first day you put on that pair of Jimmy Choos. Michael Caine. Oh my god. Okay.
This is gonna be fucking unlistenable.
No one is gonna watch this. This is the same line. I see a great deal of myself in you and learn from my mistakes.
Yeah.
That's the same line. Tessa's number and Miranda's crying monologue in the hotel room are the same emotional beat.
Yeah. I would also argue the other big difference is I feel like Tess and Miranda are different in the way that like where they end up. Because like Tess is ultimately like a good person.
She grows.
And she like...
She grows and she changes.
Yeah.
Miranda does not grow.
Still just like wants the best for her club and
Yeah.
by extension the best for her girls.
Yeah.
She's just like hard on them.
Bring
in a
back
way,
my girls.
In a way that like Miranda's evil, you know what I mean? Like, and is actually a bad person.
Yeah. She like just doesn't care what happens to anybody else in a way that Tess actively does.
And we can see beyond what people want and what they need and choose for ourselves.
Wow, you nailed like that. That's almost the line verbatim.
Fucking thank you. I'm normally really bad at that, but fucking when Miranda Priestley says it, I listen.
I mean,
see, as a feminist, when women talk, I listen. Except for you, I never listen to you.
So anyway, back to the podcast. The big "you're not who you used to be" fight because my girls are dedicated to their careers.
Yeah.
I wrote people speaking French for kind of no reason. Devil Wears Prada has more reason. They're in France. Yes, they have every reason to be speaking French. That's not a similarity, Meg.
Yeah.
Okay. In in Burlesque, Fade Into You by Mazzy Star plays. I could have sworn on my life that the same song also plays in The Devil Wears Prada. It's not. It's the song Sleep by Azure Ray. It's the same song. Just listen.
Same song. Different font.
The mock-up scene, that's the what the hell is this? It's a mock-up. Baby, those scenes are they don't have the exact same lines, but they could.
I don't know which scenes you're talking about.
So in The Devil Wears Prada, after Christian and Andy sleep together, and then she's like,
It's a mock-up.
It's a mock-up of
and then she sees the
mock-up, the model. It's the model of what whenever he buys the burlesque lounge and puts up a big high rise.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a mock-up what it's gonna look like.
Yes. Okay.
Baby girl, that is identity theft. Is not a joke, Jim. It's bad. It's bad. Like it's.
Yeah.
And the scenes end with the same, it's not the exact same line, it's not the exact same words, but Andy says, I'm not your baby. And Allie says, it just makes you the wrong guy. That's the same.
Delivered exactly the same.
And then I need to talk to you.
Rushing to
and like, yeah. And Tess and Miranda are like, what are you doing? No. But Andy and Ollie are so, now you got me saying it. Andy and Allie are so hell-bent on like telling them about the mock-up. It's the exact same thing. It's the exact same thing. And then I wrote Tess/Miranda little, dang, that kid really is something, smile.
Yeah.
They both have that moment.
Go.
And then
I really feel like where the movies really do kind of diverge right at the very end.
Yeah.
Where I think the ending of Devil Wears Prada is like kind of bittersweet and like it's more. And this is what I'm talking about when I say it's like a really solid script. It's like it's a bittersweet ending. It's complex and like even the bad guy you feel, you know what I mean? Like Miranda Priestley's Miranda Priestley, but like she's still a person, and you know what I mean? Like at this time where like you have complex feelings about her as a character.
Yeah.
Where like Burlesque is like all the bad guys lose and all the good guys win. Here's to you, Burlesque.
And we love that. I have some other notes. I'm going to go through them really fast so we can...
Lightning round.
I just wrote, both of these bitches is clumsy. Both of these films have staged musical adaptations.
Crazy. Not for Burlesque. Crazy. I mean, it's not crazy.
It's really
a thing
not.
that was popular in 2006, especially among white women. Like,
so they had to make a musical out of it.
They got to make a musical about it.
They made money off me the first time. They got to make money off me again.
I mean, they did it with fucking Matilda and don't get me wrong,
Mean Girls,
Legally Blonde,
and Heathers, which I know Heathers came out in like 1980
and like
something.
All of these are good. All of the ones we just said are good. Well,
musicals.
Yeah.
I don't really care for Mean Girls.
That's fine. I'm not. Whatever.
Sorry. That's my hot take.
But
I don't really
Matilda
like Mean Girls
good.
the musical.
Like people really liked Matilda. People really liked.
Shout out to Minchin.
Fucking Groundhog Day. Sorry. Again.
Ghost.
I heard that one was good.
Ghost.
Race.
Kenny, call the Uber.
Call the Uber.
Kennedy, call the Uber. You've been so lovely. Thank you so much.
Anyway, Renee.
Stanley Tucci, the gay man in glasses that you are.
Yep.
Andy is from Ohio. Allie is from Iowa. Bitch, that's the same place.
I couldn't tell them on a map. I could not tell them in the lineup.
And Andrea, I want you to deliver the book to my home, and I'm gonna build a show around her. That's the same emotional beat.
Yeah, it really is.
And then I wrote, wah, I am Nate/Jack, and you should give me all of your attention because I am owed it. I just, fuck men. Sorry. This is being recorded on a day that is a couple of days after the Klay Thompson, Megan Thee Stallion cheating news broke, and I just hate men right now. Sorry, baby. Love you.
It's okay.
But you're also part of the male community, and I just don't really mess with that right now.
I don't look, I'm not saying I am not I don't see myself as part of the male community. It's not a community. It is not a community. The
not a
patriarchy
community.
is not a community.
That is it's quite the opposite, actually.
Yeah.
It's all about individualism. But that's a story for another day. My last notes on this are just funny things I want to say about the movies. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Side note, super acrobatic dancers doing triple pirouettes versus Allie just shaking her little booty at those auditions.
Yeah, right.
I wrote $1,000 a month in LA. Allie be so for real.
Yep.
God dang, they are sucking her dick about her voice. Good Lord. Burlesque. Where would The Last of Me fit in the show? This song is the opposite of horny. Feeling broken.
I know, right?
Barely holding on. Sex jeans.
Talk about sex jeans.
I also
Talk
wrote-
about Levi's jeans.
Also, he's a bartender and a musician, and he's ripped, and he's not gay.
I know, right?
All the love interests in this movie are blonde. Weird.
So we know the director has a type.
Jack wrote, "Show me how you're burlesque," and he's not gay.
I didn't catch that. Wait, he wrote it?
Yeah, he wrote, "Underneath the city lights." God, Nate is a dick immediately.
Nate is so fucking annoying. I'm sorry. What am I for? Yes. You were pouting. You were pouting that she wasn't there for your birthday because she had a big important thing to do at her job. I'm not saying you shouldn't be upset, but you don't have the right to be upset and then go like, "Oh, what am I for?" Yes, you're for. You were upset. Don't act like you weren't upset, you bitch.
Nate is just he's like a dick to her immediately. Like, cause he goes, "Oh, you got a job at a fashion magazine? What was it, a phone interview?" That's like the first thing he says to her in the movie. Hello? I'm not supposed to like him?
He's a rude person. He's a rude person.
And Lily says it best when she says, "Look at this dump Nate works at." Yeah, cause he's a loser. Cause
Yeah.
he's a fucking line cook.
Is he the villain?
He's the villain in my story. Everyone's like, "Oh, Nate's the real villain and Miranda's not." And I'm like, no, Miranda is like, she's genuinely like, she does not care what happens to other people. She only cares about what happens to her.
Jacqueline is the real villain.
The real villain is not giving me those Chanel boots. Luke Skywalker, I know that you were wearing the Chanel boots.
I mean, like, the reality is Miranda Priestley is the villain.
Yeah.
She's the antagonist.
She's the
not the villain. She's the antagonist.
Yeah.
And Nate is a complication. He's
a bum.
He's a bum. I mean, he's an ass. Like,
He's
just
bum.
an ass. Like,
I also wrote down, I didn't say this, but I also wrote down that, so Andy is supposed to have like just graduated university. And I'm like, what? She's like maybe 24 tops. Probably more like 22 or 23.
6 years for a fucking journalism degree? I'm just kidding.
Well, no, I'm just saying like,
I'm kidding.
I'm like, maybe she got her master's. I don't know. I don't know what the T is, but, so I'm like, yeah, no wonder she's having a fucking hard time. No wonder she's stressed all the time. Her frontal lobe is underdeveloped.
Yeah.
Like, help
and
her.
And all her friends are bullying her.
And all of her friends are bullying her all the time. Like, this is me being an Andy
Except
defender.
for the one gay one. He's nice to her.
The one that's gay and they bully him about being gay the whole time.
Yeah, but he's the one, he's also getting bullied.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's in 2006. You could.
The worst thing you could be is a gay man.
Yeah. The worst thing you could be in 2006 was a gay man.
Yeah.
But yeah, those movies are the same movie. Let me guys. Guys, let me know in the comments if you'd like to see a full form video about the comparisons between the two films, because I have much to say.
With visual examples.
Because I have much to say and many things to compare, and they're good. So let me know in the comments.
Are you ready for the B segment?
I'm so ready.
So I feel like in this episode has been maybe a little puerile, a little blue. I think we should really class it up with a little bit of work of fart.
Oh, yeah!
The classic McElboy game off of Mabim Bam, made by one Travis McElroy. I'm going to describe a movie in the same vein as a Burlesque or a Devil Wears Prada.
Okay.
And you're going to have to guess the title based off of the description. I've changed the description because the title is also different, because I changed the title to be something silly or dirty in some way, shape, or form.
Okay.
You will understand if you've never seen this once I get started. A small town girl moves to LA and talks her way into a glamorous club where she gets noticed for her amazing belching ability.
Burlesque?
Close enough. Well, the judges will accept it. I said burlesque is the
Burlesque.
We'll call it. A drifter arrives in Vegas with nothing but ambition, claws her way into the spotlight as a showgirl, and discovers the top is just as ugly as the bottom, especially since she had to give a lot of top to get there. Okay, guess the movie first and then try to...
Was it Showgirl?
Uh-huh.
Showgirls?
Uh-huh.
Showholes?
No. Yeah, that would have been a good one. The judges do like that one, but that is not what we were looking for.
That's not the answer.
She had to give a lot of top.
Top. Okay. Suck.
No.
Fuck.
No.
Is it changing show or is it changing girls?
The first half is going to be different.
Okay.
You were closer with suck than fuck.
Slop.
Again, the judges do like where your head's at.
Oh fuck! I'm never gonna get this.
It rhymes with show.
Blow girls.
There you go. There you go, girls.
Took me a minute to get there.
A sharp Staten Island secretary steals her boss's stolen idea and bluffs her way into the boardroom, proving she belongs there all along while throwing ass.
Twerking girl?
Yeah, baby. Okay, this one's the worst one, so prepare yourself.
Oh, Christ.
Not in terms of dirtiness, just in terms of stupidity. In 1930s Berlin, an American singer performs at a decadent nightclub while the world outside quietly falls apart around her. She also has a lot of bug bites that you can't stop scratching.
I know what the movie is. I have no fucking idea what you want me to say. It's Cabaret.
Uh-huh. When you have bug bites, what happens?
You itchy. You scratchy.
Uh-huh. And then what happens after that? You get a bug bite and
there's you get bumps.
And you keep scratching. What happens after you keep scratching? What if it bleeds?
It bleeds. I don't know.
What happens after it bleeds?
Scabs. Scabber.
I could not connect anything to... I knew I wanted to do cabaret, but I couldn't think of anything other than scabaret. I mean, I could have done cabaret or something. I don't know. Anyways.
That's worse. No, scabaret is better.
Yeah. A sorority girl follows her ex-boyfriend to Harvard Law School to win him back and ends up out-lawyering everyone who underestimated her. She also uses illicit aftermarket dye to change her hair color.
Well, it's Legally Blonde. Illegally Blonde?
She's illegally blonde because she uses illicit aftermarket hair dye.
I was like trying to understand. I was like going through the things you had just said, and I was like, aftermarket hair dye, illegally blonde? Jesus Christ.
3 small town girls rocket to overnight pop stardom and uncover a government conspiracy using their music to control the masses. They are also felines with large vaginas.
Just Josie and the Pussies?
Close.
Josie and the Big Pussies?
No.
Sloppy, nasty?
No. Just what's the name of the movie?
Josie and the Pussycats.
That's it. I just put a hyphen in between pussy and cats.
Gotcha. Thanks. I was like, what?
We're
really scraping the bottom of the barrel here.
Hell yeah, brother. I love the bottom. That's all the real good bits are. 3 fed up office workers kidnap their sexist lying boss and accidentally run the company better without him. They keep him busy with fellatio and cunnilingus.
Office Face?
No, you're not thinking of the right movie. 3.
Sorry. I forgot that 9 to 5 exists.
Fellatio and cunnilingus.
No, I got it.
At the same time.
66 to 9?
69 to 5.
69 to 5. There you go.
All right. And the last one. A fresh-faced journalism grad lands a job as assistant to the most feared editor in fashion and slowly loses herself trying to survive it. Her boss is also a nudist.
The Devil Wears Nothing? The Devil Wears... Nada. The Devil Wears Nada.
That is also the porn parody name of the Devil Wears
Prada.
Is that true? I looked up porn parody name of Devil Wears Prada and I found the Devil Wears Nada. And I was like, all right, well, that's what I'm going to use. That has been work of fart. Megan, you did a phenomenal job.
Thank you.
Best to ever do it. Sorry, Spencer.
Can you put the clap sound in here right now? Like make it sound like the audience is clapping for me.
You can't hear it? I'm putting no sound effect at all. It's just fucking silent.
The crickets is actually just
Devil Wears Prada 2. I think it's crazy that it's literally the entire crew is back. The same composer. The only difference is the editor. And I thought they were like one of the only crew people who did a good job. The same script, the same writer. I think they did a serviceable job. I think they did a good job the first time. So who knows? Maybe the script will be just as good. The same director and cinematographer? Really?
I have this thing where when I like something, when there's an obvious cash grab thing about it, I just don't like it on principle, even before I've seen it. This is before the movies come out. We haven't seen it. We've just seen the trailer. I don't know anything about the Devil Wears Prada musical because I haven't listened to it. I haven't watched anything about it because I'm intentionally not interacting with it because I don't want to see it.
Yeah.
I want the Devil Wears Prada 2 to be good because I like the first one so much, but
that trailer's hot garbage, y'all.
That trailer's not very good.
Ain't it, Chief? But also, we did go back and watch the first trailer for the original. That trailer also hot garbage. So who knows? Maybe it will be really good. They got them all back.
They got them
all back, except for Nate, because Nate had bigger and better things to be doing.
Because he had line cook duties to perform. He had to take out the garbage.
The actor playing Nate is just... No, I'm kidding.
Mr. Entourage.
Like, he was just in an ad where he did a bit about not being in the new one, which I thought was funny.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's very meta.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I'm here for. It was a funny bit.
Do you remember what the ad was for?
Capital One or some shit. I
I
don't
was just going to say capitalism. It was for capitalism.
Well, I mean, it was.
Look, I'm super excited about like everything else. It's like I would love it. Like Simone Ashley, love Simone Ashley, love. That is my Caleb Heron. He got shooters out here, and the shooters' names are me. And like I love Annie Hathaway's, love Meryl Streep's, love Stanley Tucci,
Emily Blunt.
Guys, I'm just so afraid it's gonna be shit from a butt. I really don't want it to be. I don't want it to be
either. I hope it's good.
So we'll give you a review when we watch it, probably when
Hell freezes over? Yeah, we'll probably do it then. I'm kidding.
I was just going to say if we get to the theater to watch it, or if not, we'll just probably watch it when it comes out on streaming.
Yeah, or we'll buy that shit on physical media, brother.
Or we'll buy it on physical media so I can have the whole Devil Wears Prada collection.
Any recommendations?
The Pit.
Talk about The Pit.
The Pit season 2 just ended a couple of weeks ago. I love it.
Has no relevance whatsoever.
You just asked me if I had recommendations. You didn't say.
Well, I'm not saying. I'm just saying they're not relevant. There's not a lot of relevant themes. That's all I'm trying to say.
In The Pit?
Yeah. Are there relevant themes?
To what we just spoke about?
Yes.
Well, all the musical numbers they do in The Pit.
Oh, okay. Well, then there you go. See, I'm wrong.
All the musical numbers and all of the high fashion. I don't know. Dr. Robbie's kind of like Miranda Priestley.
Yeah.
A little bit. I don't know. Maybe.
I'd let both of them step on me. Let me put it that way.
It must be said.
Yeah.
The Pit's really good. I watched both seasons. Love it. I watched the first season. I watched it after the whole thing had come out. I binged it. And then I watched the second season as it came out, as it aired week to week. And I really enjoyed the experience of watching it both ways.
Yeah.
Because I go both ways. It's just a good show. I don't really know what to say about it other than it's
any warnings? Any if you're not into medical dramas,
if you're not into
medical drama gore.
If you're not into medical, if medical stuff makes you queasy or makes you feel weird, do not watch this show. It will freak you out. There are needles, there are scalpels, there's blood, there's
packages, boxes, and bags.
Yes, girl. They got everything. This place has everything. And if you have a weak stomach, maybe not.
Yep.
It's just so human, which is I think ultimately what a lot of medical dramas get wrong is it's about the people. It's about the people. And it's so patient. Obviously you want doctors to be patient focused, but it's so patient focused. And I love that because you really get to see, and
the patients are there for more than a single episode.
Yes.
They're there for the people who are there for hours at a time. You see them episode in and episode out.
Episode to episode to episode. And they're like, oh my God, I'm still waiting. And they're like, oh my God, we were going to get you an MRI, but then you got pushed back in line. And this is the whole thing. Look, the show's not perfect. Never claimed it was, but it won a bunch of Emmys for a reason. It's really, really good. The other thing that I would recommend, is not a media thing, but I guess it is a media thing, is I think that we should all just as a society just start unplugging a little bit more. Just unplugging from I'm so dead serious, go outside and touch grass. Yeah, dude. I know touch grass is a bit, but actually go outside in nature and don't have your headphones, don't have your screen in front of your face, and just experience the world. Because sometimes for 45 beautiful seconds, you'll be this planet has been here for millions of years, and I am here right now in this moment, and that this world, you feel so small, but in a way that makes you feel really big.
Yeah.
And I think that we all need to be humbled right now. Maybe not everybody. I guess if you're in a minority group, maybe you don't need to be humbled, but I just think unplugging or reading a book, craft something, just do something that doesn't involve a screen. I know this is a thing about movies. We talk about movies, we talk about TV shows, we talk about
life, partner.
But I think that we both want to make media, we both want to make movies and such, and I think that part of that is unplugging from it sometimes and getting perspective on the world and getting perspective on life. So that's my other recommendation, is unplug a little bit.
I agree. Yeah, the Matrix is bad. We all need to unplug.
Yeah.
My recommendation is, if you do go out into nature but you want to keep your headphones in, I do have a recommendation music wise. I am a pop girly, as Meghan has trained me very well. She has given me I had an appreciation for pop. I have a much deeper appreciation for pop thanks to her tutelage.
A more nuanced,
A more nuanced.
a more slay
a more
appreciation.
It definitely got a lot gayer. I will say that. And I mean, and again, I say that with all the love in my heart. With that in mind, Slater has a new record out, The Worst Girl in America. I have listened to, you know what? While I'm talking about it, let me pull up the actual numbers on this.
While you're talking about that, do you want to continue?
Yeah, she put out a new record. It is, we saw a TikTok, and I think this is such an incredibly accurate description. It is 9 Inch Nails meets Kylie Minogue meets who was the third one?
There's 4. It's
who's the
9
third
Inch
one?
Nails meets Charlie XCX meets Kylie Minogue meets Kesha.
Kesha, that was the one I was going to miss. And I think
Kesha's
that's
such an integral part of that.
I just couldn't remember. I think that is an incredibly accurate description. That shit is so good. It absolutely
Slams.
It just slams. It rocks my fucking world. It's incredibly good. If you like pop, I can't recommend it enough. Especially if you like some harder edge stuff. It's got like a little bit of like Rina Samayawa kind of like kind of metal dubsteppy kind of influences in there. Very noisy, very good shit. I have listened to in the past 4 weeks. Now that's just 4 weeks of time, not 4 weeks of listening. I have listened to Slater. I've listened to 1,749 minutes of Slater in probably about a week and a half. It's very good. I've listened to it nonstop.
If y'all think y'all are Slater fans, number 1.
No,
right here.
No, definitely not. Dude, okay, Slater fans, like using this app that I use. The number one fans have like 109. The number one fan has 194,000 minutes listened of Slater only. Those are crazy numbers. She hasn't put out that much music.
Those are LeBron James level numbers.
Those are LeBron James. Don't get me started. We will actually talk about basketball if you're not careful. But yeah, go listen to Slater. Slater absolutely shreds.
Wait, can I come into your camera to do a music
Do my
recommendation?
what? You want to do what on my camera?
Also, listen to Underscore's new album. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's just called You.
Underscore's new record. That's a good one. That's a good recommendation. Megan showed that to me the other day. It's very good. A little bit more like kind of dubsteppy.
A little bit more
dubsteppy,
a little bit more
electronic-y,
a little bit more EDM type.
EDM-y, but it's good shit.
Yeah, different from Slater, but it is in the same
heavy,
kind of,
but in a different way.
Yeah, it's definitely shouts out to Underscores. Lots
so you've got some movies to watch. You've got some music to listen to.
Got The Pit to watch.
Or you've got The Pit to watch. So go do it. Or don't. I don't know. Live your life.
Live your life, buddy.